place called Deer Grove. Pretty kind of far-flung northern suburbs, sort of the location. Lots of hiking trails, lots of bike trails, and even a couple of campsites open all year round. There are fees for camping. Just check it out. It's a place nearby where I can go, but it looks to be pretty good. Just heading out there and going to play around with my cameras and whatnot. So I'm liking what I'm seeing in this area. I mean, it's pretty large. Oh, the bike trails look great. I'm going to have to fix my flat tire, get my butt out here on the bike. That looks to be like a ton of fun. I went by the other campsite. That's Camp Reinberg, and that seems to be under construction. Modern buildings and stuff like that. But this area here doesn't seem to be developed like that. It's pretty rough. I mean, here's what I'm seeing for this one site I found. I mean, I could totally hang a hammock right there, right between those two trees. And here's the other spot I found in the area that's supposed to be Camp Alphonse. Got a water pump right there. That's always good. Wouldn't dare drink out of any of the streams around here. Obviously, they're fire positive. Okay. So anyway, that's all I can find at this for now at Camp Alphonse. So I'm going to move on to the west side of the preserve to grab the hiking trails. So here's where we are at the Deer Grove Loop. We're right here right now. Here's where Camp Alphonse is. The local map put up by the district notes that as a mountain bike staging area. Here's where the other Camp Reinhardt is, and that's definitely more of a developed campsite, type of facility. But anyway, I want to check out these trails. Not so much the outer one, but in through here. Maybe I'll take this over to here and come back around. And I don't know. We'll see. One thing of note I noticed locally, I noticed this on other hikes too. These trees that are marked with the red X or the orange X's, these are affected by the emerald ash borer, and there are a lot of marked trees here. These trees will be removed. A lot of work. Illinois has been resisting complete ash elimination, like Michigan had. Definitely. This area is going to be a place I'm going to be returning to for further exploration. You can count on that. Okay, I just realized that I'm on the orange trail loop here. I thought I was on the yellow trail loop. I'm on the orange trail loop right here, going through the interior. I meant to take the yellow trail loop, which would take me past Camp Alphonse, but that's not the way I went. So I guess I'm going to take that until it branches off somewhere. I'll just have to make my damn decision as I get to it. Why overplan? Why overplan? We're just goofing off here anyways. Hiking, horse trail, something here. Taking me back out to the road in that direction. Well, since I'm going through the interior, I'm not taking that. I'm just going to keep going on here. Yeah, this must have been a motorized trail at some point. Saw evidence of a parking area. I also do have a paved area that's 12 feet wide. Oh, here we go, another one. Yeah, this looks like an old parking area. Must have just decided to change directions of how they were going to approach this preserve. Yeah, right off the parking area to my left there, found this little trail. It ends at this pad. Who knows what the hell this thing was. And then you can see people go through here. Yeah, so all these trees, all this green, it's around. This all just started to come out like in the last 2 weeks. We've had some warm days and some rain, and you know, it just kind of blows up. Oh, there's another horse trail right here. All these flowers, a great fast stream. Oh, this is pretty. Yeah, man, it's like all this stuff just busted out in the last 2 weeks. Okay, I entered this this cul-de-sac right here, where this branches off to the purple trail, and the yellow trail continues on down this way. I'm going to take this. I might come back on the purple trail. We'll just see how time works out. But my intention is to take the yellow trail and intersect with the, the orange trail, intersect with the yellow trail, and continue onto the yellow trail. Yeah, so much for my navigational abilities, eh? I'm no Army Ranger. I'm not even a Boy Scout. I'm just a goof in the woods. Yeah, that purple trail is short. Yeah, it's real short. Okay, so here's that yellow trail. This was the prescribed loop. But of course, I'm not going to do that. I don't know why. I think I know better. Yellow trail. Here we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are some sort of maintenance burns where they've removed a large tree and just burnt the stump down. I've seen a few of them. Yeah, this area is so thick. It's so thick with growth right now. And the season hasn't even started. You know, in here is, you know, habitat for, quite probably lots of deer and things that follow deer around. Man, they got tons to cover right now. Right now. Man, imagine what it's like in the middle of summer. All this stuff is just fully foliated, completely impenetrable. Okay, there's a deer up there. Let's just see what she does when I walk up on her. How you doing, girl? How you doing? Sounds like a cliche in my videos anymore. It's like these deer. It's like, oh my god, another deer, how boring. Yeah, not too concerned. So, coming out to the yellow trail about where I first started filming. That one campsite, or Camp Alphonse. Yeah, that's just down this up this glade right here next to that oak. What a real enjoyable area, you know, this is. I mean, the trails meander everywhere. Most of the trails are, you know, non-motorized trails, so you'll see lots of bikes. Maybe later on in the spring or the summer, you'll see horses and hikers. Not quite as crowded as the other places I've been to. The other notable thing is that there's plenty of, you know, pedestrian-only trails that you see going off. Boy, I'll have to come back with a proper USGS map and make some notations about where some things are and where they go. But yeah, this would be a big fun for people on bikes. Yeah, you could definitely ride for a while. Okay, well, I've come full circle, or back to the area where I'm parked. And I decided I would continue on the yellow trail to the most remote locations of the preserve. That way, right there. And don't have much light left. See if I can maybe go so far as to take the purple trail. You know, I haven't seen a whole lot of wildlife, occasional deer, you know, stuff like that. I have never seen a mink before, but I think I have now. It's too bad Mr. Mink is dead, and looking pretty bad there. But I guess it's a mink. This is the second sign that I've seen here. Looks like they're going to do a prescribed burn as part of the restoration efforts of the area, which I completely understand. But I'm looking around here and, you know, wondering what it's all going to look like, you know, after the burn takes place. Yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be the burn area. They're going to knock a bunch of stuff down and really rip it up. I wonder what they use, what kind of equipment they use to, you know, knock these small trees down. They just look, just chewed to hell. But yeah, we're in a pretty deep area of the woods right now. If it wasn't so late in the day, I'd be walking in that direction. I'm going to stay on the trail for now. Another trail. It's not marked. It's right beyond that area where they got stuff cleared out. I'll tell you, there's kids. I mean, there's neighborhoods around the area. You know, middle class, you know, suburban neighborhoods. I tell you, if I was a kid and I lived in the neighborhood, I'd make these woods my bitch. Yeah, because I grew up in West Virginia, you know, walking around the woods, you know, private land and stuff like that. But, you know, there's no problem at all. That's how I spent a lot of time. I didn't do anything, you know, too nutty. I tried to camp out in the woods. Well, I did camp out in the woods a couple times. First time I tried it, I was pretty young. Got spooked and left. Other time I got busted, but I think I did it anyway. I don't know. But anyway, when we moved to Michigan, you know, I still kind of had the nature bug too. There was a cool area that I passed and followed the local river that passes through there. And yeah, I wasn't even, you know, too young, but then I was like, what, it's probably like 17, 18 years old. Me and friends like messed around with, we built tree houses, tried like debris shelters, not knowing what we're doing. I tried building a partial wall out of sod back in the bush. Worked on that for a while. But yeah, just always stayed with me. Back out here at Deer Grove, and brought my bike this time, and I wanted to check out some of the other side trails and stuff. From one of the main trails, I spotted another one of these. Yeah, so a couple of side trails nearby, so I went down the side trail, and this was actually off the trail, almost concealed by a ridge. Pretty nice location, except you know, it's still pretty visible if you're looking, and I think a lot of people look. But it's kind of cool to see. It's kind of cool to see people messing around with stuff like this, even though this is very small, not very functional, and you know, they never seem to finish this stuff up. But anyway, someone's having my kind of fun. So I parked my bike, or locked it up to a tree over there on a trail by that debris shelter, and decided to continue following the trail, the foot trail, and it comes down into the woods and follows along this creek, which meanders around. I'm not going to be getting lost. I'm sure I know where that other trail, that main trail is here. And it looks like I got a fork. I'm going to take this one. That's going to head me back to the other trail to retrieve my bike. This is all good. I wanted to do this, but I actually wanted to cover a lot of ground on the bike, go to places that I haven't been to around here before. So I'm making my way. So I doubled back along the trail. It goes a long way and just meanders around. I'd love to take that, and I will sometime, but I've made the commitment to do a lot of this area on my bike here, and which means that I have to guarantee that I can easily loop around and get it to retrieve the bike, or backtrack to retrieve the bike. And I really just don't want to do that. I want to just continue looping. So I'm going to concentrate on the riding for now. Maybe I won't get much vid. I'm at Camp Reinhardt. This has been undergoing some renovations. Last time I was here, the gate was closed. Now it's open. I don't think it's quite open for business, but there are workers here behind me doing something. But we got these small cabins. Got these small cabins, about 3-4 of them. This pavilion, bandstand, and amphitheater, dealie, another larger cabin. There's a couple more of those. Main lodge area. Bunch of these tent pad style campsites with grills and whatnot. Really nice to have. Now, I don't know how I'm going to be hammock camping if I happen to ever stay here. I'm going to have to go up into these woods or something like that, but yeah, we got some surveyors and some people working down here, you know, doing some work. That's why it's open. Anyway, so now it's May 6th, 2015, and I just spoke with the guy who's working here, Camp Reinhardt. This place is going to be opening up in 2 weeks. So if you got a tent, looks like a good place to go. Even if you need a little more luxury, it looks like a good place to go. Nice thing to see in the Chicago area. It's the closest place, legitimate place to camp that I know about. Check it out, these cranes. Right off this bicycle trail. Beautiful. Just thought I'd give you a look at this woodland prairie savanna, as they call it. I came in on that paved trail right there in front of me. Went clear around there. About a quarter mile past that bend is where I spotted those cranes. I just came up this part of the Brown Trail, very narrow, flat but a little tricky. Yeah, it's definitely fun. But so yeah, standing out here on the among the prairie shrubbery and grass, heading down the Brown Trail, going to loop back around the Yellow Trail on the north side of the preserve, heading back. A lot of downhill on the way here. Yep, I'm going to work up a sweat. Yeah, so I'm back at that spot where they ripped up all the stuff on the forest floor there, and it's starting to grow in, you know, several weeks later. But you can still totally tell, same spot. But yeah, I'm liking this trail, biking this trail a lot. You know, a lot of it's nice and flat like this, but it's got some challenging spots in it. But you know, wouldn't want things to be too easy. Just a beautiful day. Just a beautiful day. Boy, really need a better system for filming while I'm riding. That one-handed stuff gets hazardous real quick. My hands are filthy, sticky. I just took a break a little while ago and ate an orange. But fortunately, they got water pumps all over the place here. I'll see if I can scare some water out of this baby and wash my hands. So how I came to find out about this place, I was in REI, and I was, you know, looking at the books and literature and stuff, and I found this book, Best Hikes Near Chicago. And I said, okay, 20 bucks. Looked through it, and yeah, a lot of informative stuff I never would have found out about. You know, it talks about, you know, places, you know, I've been, like, you know, Indiana Dunes, I've been there many times. And then places like this, they detail 15 different hikes in and around the area. Oh, you include Starved Rock, Illinois. That's a beautiful spot. I've been there a couple times. But yeah, great, you know, detailed recommended trail maps. Directions how to get to the locations, you know, backstory, features, things like that. I'm sure that your location, if you're not in Chicago, they probably have something like that. Say you're in Columbus or something. You know, they might have, you know, a book, you know, Best Hikes Near Columbus or something. But in and around Chicago, I have to commend the Forest Preserve District for its existence and its efforts, you know, to keep green space alive and well in Chicago, in the inner city and in the suburbs like this is. And you know, it really adds a lot. Really adds a lot to the, you know, quality of life. Much appreciated at Forest Preserve District and the National Forest System. You know, all these places, all these entities that are, and volunteers, you know, that are preserving, you know, the trails and the woodlands and the wetlands and the wilds, you know, for our own sake and for their own sake. But mostly we do it for ourselves, right? So anyway, see what you can find out about places near you. Get out and do something.